We are nearly ready.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for New Orleans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot manning the middle. He muscles it in through the contact and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Now here's Brooks. Morant outside. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Pass to Williamson. Now Ingram puts up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Here is Brooks. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Here's Morant. The putback and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go.
Ingram attacking.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Morant against Ball. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Taken away by Holiday. And now the Pelicans on the break. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Man, the athleticism Ingram possesses, I mean, it's just special. Throw a pass his way, he's going to finish it with some style.
And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Valanciunas passes to Brooks. Ball against Morant. Feeds it to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, this is just being a good teammate. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
To the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
So for the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Jones. Back to Clark to the right side. Poke loose. Okafor with the steal. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball. Ingram's got 6.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Good on the bucket.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Redick. Pass to Okafor. New Orleans moving it around. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Frank Jackson comes in for Ball. The Grizzlies also making a change. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Jackson. Pass to Melton. Here's Gutteridge. Here's Melton. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Gutteridge can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 3. Picked his pocket. Here's Jones. Finished off the break.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
The Pelicans have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Redick finds Okafor. Jackson looking it over, and there's the pass to Redick. Passes it to Hart. Shot clock at 5. And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. Anderson passes to Gutterich. On the wing, Jones, guarded by Jackson. And a deep 3 from Redick. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Pelicans ahead, leading by just 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis, they've got Clark. Tyus Jones out there with Anderson. And it's Gutterich in at the 3 spot. Some changes for New Orleans. Williamson comes in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant comes in for Jones. Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. And Hayes throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Outside for Jackson. Holiday against Anderson. Holiday left side. Over Anderson. That one misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
Now here's Morant. He gets it in there.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Morant against Jackson. And Holiday kicks to Williamson. To the middle. The kick out to Holiday. Hits the three-point bomb.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Oh, yeah, Jay. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. It gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, an improved jump shot is key for him.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe
force.
it. I cannot believe that. Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move was fire.
Clark, the pass to Morant. That one goes in. Morant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
To the paint. Hayes dishes to Holiday. Back to Hayes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Favors comes in for Williamson. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Frank Jackson. Then for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Clark. Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for DeAnthony Melton.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And it's Ball penetrating. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Morant against Ball. And that one's good. Morant.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And favors kicks to Ingram. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Okafor. And the rejection by Jackson. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ingram attacking. The feed to Holiday. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, way too much standing around in this quarter. They should look to get it inside for more high percentage chances.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Jahlil Okafor. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Jones is checked in.
Well, think about the high ceiling that this kid Brandon Ingram has. I mean, with his long arms, I mean, he can reach the rafters.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Brooks, guarded by Holiday. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Back to Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. Makes it off the glass. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is for the Grizzlies. The first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They turned it on in the second quarter, and instead of... And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. Morant left side. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Yep, that one goes. And that's now 8 points for Valanciunas. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
Back to Winslow. And Valanciunas now atop the key. And here's Brooks from outside. They get it again. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. And now it's an 11-point Memphis lead.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime. It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Brooks misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
And Reddick kicks to Williamson. Pass to Ingram. Outside, ball. Reddick for 3. It's not going to go for him. And Memphis the other way now. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Favors to end the cold streak. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Zion Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Holiday in for Ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his first foul. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Melton's checked in.
Hey, yo, right here.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. Ball's knocked loose. And it's Melli missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Rebounded by Hart. Pelicans trail by 15. Here's Holiday. Out to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Looking to end the run. And the Pelicans miss again.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Pass to Ingram. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Here's the 3. And it's Melton with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now the pass to Jones. Passes it to Gutteridge. Inside. Over to the left wing. Here's Melton. Clark trying to get open. Melton no good. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Finished off the break. Ingram's got 12 in the game.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by the Grizzlies.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies lead by 15. And when we return, look at the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Pelicans trail by 15 on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Jones. Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Gutteridge in at the 2 spot.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to his open guys.
Outside, Jones takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Hart kicks to Jackson. Hayes up top. Here's Hart. Hayes down low, guarded by Jackson. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
It's stolen by Jones. One-on-one here. Pass to Gutterich. Reddick against Jones from 11 feet away. Here's Gutterich. Left side Anderson. Back to Jones. Clock at 4. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Morant outside. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Winslow finds Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Williamson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. The Pelicans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Brooks checked in. That free throw good from Williamson. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Pass to Valanciunas. Stolen by Ball. Ingram dishes to Williamson. Reddick surveying the D. From deep 3-point range. And the Pelicans miss again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Memphis moving it around. The pass to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. And here's Winslow. And stolen by Williamson. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Ball's running. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Winslow. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Now here's Morant for 3. Here's Brooks. Right side Jackson. Morant outside. He kicks it to Winslow. Back to Morant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for New Orleans. Drew Holiday. So Favors will bring it up for New Orleans.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Grizzlies.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Valanciunas.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And Memphis making a change here. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jackson comes in for Jackson. Grayson Allen's checked in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Allen outside. 32 seconds left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Jang. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
Kicks it out to Allen. Lets the three fly. Can't connect. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says it. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The NBA on 2. And before
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. Now here's Morant. Another shot, and Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Winslow, the pass to Morant. And they double up Morant. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Fox leading the charge.
Just getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
They very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Brooks right side. Pass to Morant. Over Bagley. And it's Morant missing.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Brooks kicks to Morant. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Valanciunas. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant. Sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Sacramento again missing. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Fox. The 3 from Morant. Morant with another miss.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Morant. Shoots from the baseline. Morant with another miss.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Brooks outside. Tipped away. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Stolen by Joseph. And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. That one a little long. Memphis has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Jones finds Brooks. And again, Memphis no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Clock at 6. Pass to Gutteridge. Here's Valanciunas. Anderson passes to Gutteridge. They grab their own miss. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
In one way, Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
On the wing, Barnes. Brooks covering. The 3 from Joseph. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Anderson. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the midair adjustment to get that ball off.
Joseph with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. Parker with no one around. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Memphis leading by 4. There's 25 seconds left in the first. Tries again. Kicks it out to Jones. High arcing shot. Anderson outside. Fires the 3. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Anderson.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Healed the pass to Giles. Fades back. No good on that one.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 7. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Holmes, and it's Bazemore at the 3, the small forward.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Connects from three-point range. Bazemore has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Anderson passes to Clark. Back to Anderson. Jones with it. Stolen by Joseph. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people in personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Kings. Bagley, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Bielitsa comes in for Buddy Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Winslow comes in for Milton. And it's John Morant in for Jones. And Bagley able to finish.
Well, Bagley can move around you and get slender out there to find room on the floor to collect offensive rebounds.
To the left side wing. Clark with a wide open look. Jackson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
To the left wing. And here's Bielitsa for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Memphis moving it around. Fox against Winslow. And it's in there.
Really nice stroke from Justice Winslow from that range. You know now he can knock that down.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. The pass to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Down low. Here's Gutterich. And no good. And the Kings going the other way now. Right side, Fox. Holmes kicks to Bagley. Bazemore for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis leading by 6. That's tipped. Passes it to Morant. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. That 3 off the mark. Winslow, the pass to Gutteridge. Back to Winslow. Here's Gutteridge. He's covered by Bielitsa. Here's Morant. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Fox. Inside. Pass to Gutteridge. Back to Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Here's Melton. Just 5 to shoot. And Brooks, here we go. Rebound by the Kings. It's stolen by Valanciunas. He kicks it to Brooks. Sinks the triple. Brooks has got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That'll put De'Aaron Fox on the line. That's on Jaren Jackson. Some changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Kent Bazemore.
So much talk about who's the fastest player in the league. And Fox always being mentioned there. His speed and stepping into this leadership role. Lots of great signs from De'Aaron Fox.
Now here's Anderson. Here's Melton. On the wing, Brooks. From downtown, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. To the middle, got a piece of it. Stolen by Brooks. No good there. And so it's Memphis, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And Shaq, a team that used to be known for its grit and grind style, Memphis starting to amass high-profile superstar prospects.
Yeah, Ja Morant is flash
and that'll about...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot.
These are bonuses. When you get Bielitsa inside to mix it up that way, that helps.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Fox against Morant. 6 to shoot. The shot that time, not on target. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Fox getting some room and getting up.
Morant against Fox. Morant outside. Pass to Brooks. Releases. That shot missing. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. And the pass to Bogdanovich. It's Bjelica. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bjelica's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Morant with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And we've seen Morant make strides in this area. Now you have to take that three-point shot seriously.
Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of four men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Sacramento. And Joseph drops them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And it's Clark in the corner. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. Basket good. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Jones drives in, and it's good. 2 points. He's got 5.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Barnes against Anderson. Giles kicks to Hield. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Jones, no luck.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
The shot's good. And now it's just a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Jabari absorbing a lot of contact on that play, and then a nice soft touch on the difficult shot.
Melton, no good. Kings have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Out to Parker. Barnes outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Well, when Harrison Barnes makes shots like that, confidence grows. He's feeling it. Teammates are going to start feeding off of that.
And that one's good by Clark.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Kings moving the ball around. Hield the pass to Parker. Over Clark. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Refusing to let that possession end, but he did a nice job fighting hard to keep playing.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jones the pass to Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Grizzlies lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Memphis leading by 3. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Hield. And it's Bagley in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
And the first one at the line is good. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
To the wing right side. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Hield. Not going to go that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Brooks kicks to Morant. And good that time. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Fox against Morant. Releases. Fox, no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Morant dishes to Anderson. Back to Morant. Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Morant. And it's a 10-point Memphis lead. Hield the pass to Bogdanovich. Hield against Winslow. Bagley in the post. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, at 6'11" and that active, Bagley, that's easy stuff.
Pass to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Morant against Fox. Morant drives in.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And here is Fox. Tips it. And Bagley able to finish.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Morant. And it's Fox with the rebound. Fox has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Here's Anderson. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Anderson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that is quintessential team basketball. Winslow recognizing one of his guys was wide open.
Hield finds Bagley. Bagley with another miss. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Morant with it. Picked up by Bagley. Bucket is good. Morant's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Jackson kicks to Morant. From outside, off the mark. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. From outside the arc. And it's Morant missing. The Kings trail by 10. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Morant surveying the D. .109 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Valanciunas.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. Barnes, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Jackson hits both of them. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The wide open look here for Fox. A putback. It's good on the putback.
That's a strong finish coming from Marvin Bagley.
Morant against Fox. Jackson passes to Brooks. Morant right side. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The Grizzlies with another miss. And here's the fast break. Here's Fox, finished off the break.
Fox stepping up in the clutch here.
Brooks with it. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. D8.
Hey, Kevin.
That's a terrific story. David, thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, we've got Lyles. Also, LaMarcus Aldridge out there. DeJounte Murray is out there at DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Now, here's Lyles. Aldridge kicks to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
A tough cover because Murray thrives in the pick and roll. He can beat you with the shot or the pass. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Murray following the score by Memphis. Pass to Aldridge. And here is Murray. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. It's stolen by DeRozan. Lyles passes to DeRozan. Count that bucket.
And there's the strength we talk about with DeRozan. Converting through contact. Absolutely terrific.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation. Every time I see Murray, I'm reminded that he has a lot of moves around the cup.
Brooks right side. Launches it. Forbes with the rebound. In transition, here come the Spurs. Floats it up for Murray. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Now here's Murray. Dishes it to Forbes. Now Lyles. Outside Aldridge. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Forbes. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Jackson, great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lyles kicks to Murray. Morant with the steal. Valanciunas with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. It's stolen by Lyles. And a fast break now for the Spurs. DeRozan leading the charge.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Here's Morant. No good, shot missing. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Stolen by Brooks. And that one is hammered home.
Crafty score off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
Murray the pass to Forbes. Lyles against Brooks. Pass to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got 6. 1:07 left to play here in the first. To the paint. There's Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Showing off his work in the weight room. He's an and-one machine. Justin Winslow has that kind of potential.
The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the free throw, no good.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015, Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Gutteridge. Following the basket by Derek White. And stolen by Gay. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. Out to White. Launches a 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Quick and decisive on the catch and shoot. I like White's approach there.
Anderson up top. He's covered by Gay. And Pirtle sends it back. White drives in. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Mills in the corner. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
To the middle. Here's Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's San Antonio up 4. Live from the AT&T Center in... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Jones. Kyle Anderson is out there with Clark, and it's Melton in at the 2 spot. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
The Spurs shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Here's Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Shots good by Mills.
One of the best standstill shooters in the league. Mills getting better at scoring off the dribble.
Melton passes to Jones. They get a hand on it. Oh, and here comes Gay all alone.
Nice calculation by Mills and quick hands. We see it all the time. The turnover leading to points in transition.
Melton passes to Clark. Shoots over Pirtle. Rebound San Antonio. In transition, here come the Spurs. Walker's running. And the jam by Rudy Gay. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Mills looking it over. Bellinelli for three. The rebound by Anderson. The Grizzlies trail by 4. It's hauled in by Gay. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. He lobs it up.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Right wing. Here's Melton, guarded by Walker. Here's Clark. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint. And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs. That's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Spurs leading by 6. Down low. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Murray.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
46 seconds left in the second quarter. Passes to Valanciunas. He kicks to Morant. Shot clock at 6. That one, no good. Walker with some nice D. Murray right side. And it's Murray with the jam.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Morant scanning the floor. And he's way off from outside. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Lyles with it. Back to Walker. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the game. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Aldridge out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Murray the pass to Forbes. Now Wiles, guarded by Jackson. Now the pass to Aldridge. Kicks it to Murray. Back to Aldridge. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant with it, out guarded by Murray. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. San Antonio leading by 10. Knocked loose, inside, pass to Forbes. On the wing, DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Morant against Murray. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Miles passes to Forbes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Aldridge. Over Valanciunas. Aldridge, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 10. To the inside. Morant. That cuts the lead to single digits.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Lyles. Bellinelli's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Derek White subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Nice shot by Poeltl.
Love the razor shot focus. Poeltl bouncing off contact and finishing well.
And they double up Morant. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Jones is checked in. San Antonio on defense. Clark kicks to Anderson. Passes it to Winslow. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Clark. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Clark's got his second bucket.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Shots good by Mills.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
White drives in. Chalk up 2 there. White's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
There's the pass to Anderson. Here's Jones. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got 5 rebounds tonight. White dishes to Bellinelli. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And jumping off 1 foot on the drive, this is where Winslow really does elevate.
Here's Mills. Good on the shot. Mills has got 4 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Gutteridge for the pass to Clark. Here's Gutteridge. Back to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
There's 31 seconds left in the third. Pass to White. Back to Mills. He feeds it to Pirtle. Bellinelli with the three. Offensive rebound. Down low with the clock winding down, and the dunk by Pirtle.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
To the paint, here's Clark. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Clark's got 8 points.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Murray. So on the floor for Memphis. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Melton in at the 2. Aldridge kicks to Murray. Clock at 6. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Morant. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Melton. He kicks to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Valanciunas trying to free himself up.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
You have to put DeRozan on the short list for best finishers in the NBA. He is fearless going to the rack.
Jackson dishes to Morant. A 3 ball. DeRozan with the rebound. Spurs leading by 16. Murray the pass to Lyles. Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. And the dunk by Jackson.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Murray outside. Pass to Lyles. Outside Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Lyles inside. Guarded by Morant. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Jackson passes to Melton. The pass to Brooks. Morant outside. Count it.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now, here's DeRozan. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Back to Murray. Outside DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Winslow. The putback. Rebound by Murray. Spurs leading by 12. Here's Aldridge. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defensive end. Didn't hesitate to challenge the shot.
Pass to Winslow. Now Morant. Over to the left wing.
who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Trying to get something going. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And it's Morant missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for San Antonio.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jakob Poeltl.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Murray with the bounce pass. Winslow against DeRozan, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he makes the first.
So tough to guard. DeRozan with the strength, the near 40-inch vertical, and he loves to challenge you. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Here's Jones. Drops in the layup for 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Walker against Allen for 3. Walker's shot is off. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like a terrific look at the city. And let's...
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Now, here's Ball. And it goes down 2 points.
You know what? The size Ball possesses, guys, as a point guard is really a nice asset, especially when the defense tries to be physical.
Now here's Morant. Here's Brooks. Morant right side. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop.
Just a terror in transition. Zion's understanding for how to exploit these situations is one of his greatest strengths.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
And the Pelicans with possession here. The Grizzlies making the shot. And that one's good. Ingram.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Jackson dishes to Morant. Back to Jackson. Hangs in the air. Great D that time from Favors.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Knocks it loose. Out to Morant. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Williamson against Jackson. Williamson, the pass to Ball. Shoots over Morant. Morant with some nice D. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Winslow finds Brooks. Up top, Valanciunas. Pass to Winslow. And here's Morant. Jackson down low, covered by Williamson. Jackson misses. New Orleans leading by 7. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
And the first one drops. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Valanciunas hits them both. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Redick passes to Hayes. Good work there as it goes.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Now here's Jones inside. And here's Valanciunas. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Valanciunas hits them both. New Orleans leading by 5.
Help out! Help out!
The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Jones. The Pelicans make their last shot. One-on-one here. Here's Hart. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Anderson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Basket counts.
At 7 feet, Valanciunas' size comes in handy from there, especially when he's under heavy pressure.
Jackson up top, defended by Jones. Stolen by Anderson. And it's Memphis on the break. Oh, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Jackson has the open look, and that one released in time, but no good. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Pelicans lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. Then it's Ball. Then there's Hayes. And it's Melly in at the power forward. The kick out to Anderson. At the top of the key, Clark. Memphis moving it around. Jones, no one around him. No good on the triple. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Gutterich. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And Hayes kicks to Ingram. Pass to Redick. From the arc. It's rebounded by Gutterich. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start off the second quarter. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
76% from the line a season ago.
Zion Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Stolen by Ball. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And the rejection by Jackson. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Winslow's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Now here's Ball. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Williamson finds Redick. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Valanciunas is checked in for Memphis. And then for New Orleans, Okafor is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Now here's Valanciunas. He's got 10. Here's Jackson. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Williamson in the post. Jackson on him. Left side, Redick over Brooks. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Winslow dishes to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Jackson from long range. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Cannot forget to box out Okafor on the glass. I mean, he is relentless in his attack.
Morant outside to the middle. Here's Valanciunas. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Redick for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Winslow finds Brooks. With the shot. Here's Valanciunas. Winslow up top. The pass to Brooks. The 3 from Morant. Rebounded by Hart. Pelicans trail by 5. Stolen by Brooks. 3 on 3. Here's Jackson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
You see the quarter awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Hart the pass to Okafor. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Tries to hit him. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that'll do it for the first.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our half. Jonas Valanciunas putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Gutterich in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Now here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Yep, that one goes in there. Jones has got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Valanciunas. Jones against Ball, stolen by Ball. Williamson outside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Hayes. That shot misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Outside, Jones. Back to Valanciunas. Passes it to Gutteridge. Left side, Anderson. 6 to shoot. The 3. Again, the miss by Jones. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Now here's Williamson, guarded closely. The dish now to Okafor. And it's Melton with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Gutteridge, the pass to Anderson. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Ingram, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Gutteridge. Covered by Williamson. Here's Clark. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Pelicans trail by 5. Out to Ingram. He feeds it to Hayes. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Inside. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Williamson. No good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Morant scanning the floor. Clock at 6. Pass to Brooks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Derek Favors checked in for Jackson Hayes. Nicolo Melli comes in for Okafor. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. The shot by Redick, no good. Memphis leading by 10. Clark outside. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Morant missing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Feeds to Brooks. He dishes it to Jackson. Morant drives in. Great D that time from Favors.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 10. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. Hart is out there with Ball, and it's Favors in at the center position.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
Pelicans trail by 10. Pass to Melly. Morant against Ball to the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Morant dishes to Brooks. Stolen by Ball. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Brooks kicks to Morant. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ball, the pass to Favors. Yep, it counts.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant with it. He kicks it to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Back to Morant. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Favors.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And here's Ingram from the arc. The Pelicans get another chance here.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And that one's good. Morant.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
The pass to Ball. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Favors.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Brooks. Passes to Morant. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. Shoots over Ball. And it's Morant missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Hart the pass to Favors. Here's Hart. Pass to Melly. Lobs it up for Favors. Stolen by Winslow. Jackson dishes to Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Jackson finds Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Intercepted. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Oh, I love that about Lonzo Ball. When it's a big possession, he demands and commands the ball.
Morant outside. Brooks outside. No good from outside. Pelicans trail by 4. Hart, that's good.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Brooks. It falls.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And it's Ingram missing.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Now here's Morant. Five on the clock. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Count it!
One of the most impressive things about Ball is his awareness. He's got great court awareness and is a terrific distributor.
Now Morant. And there's the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jacks up a 3. And the miss. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so...
Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies as they came. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position.
Crafty scorer off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Morant scanning the floor. And the pass to Winslow. Brooks outside. Down low. And Valanciunas kicks to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having... Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
On the wing, Barnes shoots over Winslow, and that one hits back iron.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
From deep. Bogdanovich, no luck. Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Back to Brooks. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shot of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, in most NBA drafts, Ja Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
Brooks outside. The 3 from Morant. They get the rebound. He goes up again. Jackson trying to break free. Good D by Barnes. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. Pass to Bielitsa. Bagley trying to free himself up. Bielitsa misses.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Kings making a change here. Harry Giles is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Fox. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here's Gutteridge. To the middle. Here's Jones. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Joseph down low. And that one, good.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
To the inside. Here's Clark. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Kings trail by 7. Outside, Joseph. Bazemore on the wing. The putback. It's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he fell to 21.
Giles, that's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Launches it. But they recover it. Pass to Melton. And the layup is good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Kings trail by 9. Joseph with the ball. Bazemore for 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Anderson for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. And there's Jackson. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Jones in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And Bielitsa kicks to Fox. Fades away. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Grizzlies have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. The first free throw is good. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Anderson. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Bogdanovich comes in for Kent Bazemore.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA, hint the nickname Slow-Mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades. With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Kicks it out to Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, P.A. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Passes it to Winslow. And they double up Morant. Back to Winslow. Top of the key, Morant. Winslow finds Morant. Pulls it up. They get it back. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
To the paint. Here's Bagley. Oh, wow!
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Fox against Morant. That's a 2 from Parker. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. The pass to Valanciunas. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. The Kings trail by 16. And the rejection by Jackson. There's Winslow. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And now Sacramento on the break. Jones against Bogdanovich. The kick out to Barnes. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
And that one's good. Morant.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
And the rejection by Jackson. And now here comes Jones leading the break. There's Winslow. And no good that time. Good D by Barnes. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Can't connect from long distance. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Grizzlies out in front. They finish off the second quarter with an energy.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He came in with something to prove tonight after... And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the center, locking down the middle.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Morant against Barnes. Morant kicks to Winslow. Shot clock at 2 over Fox. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Bogdanovich. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guys.
Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Morant against Fox. Count that one. Fox has got 5.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Morant drives in. The kick out to Anderson. From deep 3-point range. And it's Morant missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Fox. A second chance effort. Bielitsa misses.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Off with the layup. The Kings trail by 16. Here's Barnes. The rebound by Anderson.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
And that one's good. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Giles comes in for Harrison Barnes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Anderson can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 16. Here's Hield. It's Clark with the rebound.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Anderson's shot is off. The Kings have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Bielitsa passes to Giles. Over Brooks. Second shot opportunity, and it's Giles missing. Memphis leading by 16. And Brooks, here we go. To the wing on the left. There's 1:26 left in the third. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Hield.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Memphis shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Brooks. And a change for Sacramento. Bazemore's checked in. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They trail by 18. Here's Melton. It's hauled in by the Kings. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Kings making a change here. Parker's checked in. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Shot by Joseph. No good. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. A nice shot by Gutteridge.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Here's Bazemore, and he banks in the layup.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Here's Gutteridge. On the wing, Winslow. Guarded by Holmes. Anderson's shot is off. The Kings trail by 18. Parker finds Heel. Anderson with the block.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Pass to Winslow. Clark with it, covered by Parker. The kick out to Anderson. 5 to shoot. Here's Clark. That one goes. Count it. Clark's got 6 points.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Brandon Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Winslow, and it's Melton in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Barnes against Winslow. Barnes can't get it to go, and the Grizzlies leading by 20. Inside, Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Gutteridge. Kicks to Winslow. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by Winslow. And again, Memphis running the court in transition. Lobbed up there for Clark. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Melton passes to Valanciunas, and it's Clark in the corner. Here's Melton. Valanciunas, great positioning on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size, and still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Harry Giles. And it's Bogdanovich in for Heel. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Sees the alley-oop. And finished off by Morant.
An awesome rebounder at that position. The energy level Morant puts forth on the glass is tremendous.
Bogdanovich looking around. To the middle. It's Bielitsa. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Brooks outside. There's the 3. Bagley with the rebound. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And he makes that one.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Brooks dishes to Morant. Bogdanovich against Brooks. Screen. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Brooks.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Fox with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Bogdanovich wide open. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And that one's good. Morant.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Here's Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Stolen by Winslow.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
When a guy as big as Valanciunas gets the ball that deep, quite often the only answer is to foul him.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jackson. Josh Jackson comes in for Justice Winslow. Grayson Allen's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Ja Morant. Brewer with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. Glenn kicks it to Bazemore. Over Jackson. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Jones for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Allen. Valanciunas inside. Joseph on him. Here's Allen. They get it back. Kicks it out to Jones. Shoots over Bazemore. Outside, Jones. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute. The downtown skyline illuminating a look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got DeRozan, Miles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Now here's Morant. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. Lock at 6. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass.
And just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
DeRozan against Winslow. Wiles kicks to Murray. Now the pass to Aldridge. Stolen by Jackson. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. The 3. The rebound by the Spurs. DeRozan surveying the D. Back to Forbes, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And he comes up with the deuce. Morant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You could do that every time up the floor. Put Morant in the pick and roll and just let him go to work.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential. The quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Lyles. Nice D from Brooks. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. The shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And DeRozan, here we go.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
Brooks right side. The quick look, no good that time. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Spurs. And finished off by DeRozan.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Brooks kicks to Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Poked away. On the wing, Winslow. Out to Brooks. This one for 3. Goes back up. The 3 from Morant. And the Grizzlies get it back. San Antonio leading. Aldridge, the pass to Lyles. Jackson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. To the paint. Tips it up.
And what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to DeRozan. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
How about he has yet to miss 4 of 4 to start?
Brooks kicks to Morant. Brooks outside. The pass to Valanciunas. Morant outside. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Morant.
Ooh, rolling to the rim with force. Love when Morant goes hard and converts with the slam.
Murray outside. Here's DeRozan. The Grizzlies pull it in. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's White, and White slams it in.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Melton's shot is good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Pirtle, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's a tie game in Memphis, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
We've got Brandon Clark. Anderson is out there with Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Mills. Passes to Bellinelli. From the arc. Kept alive. And Gabe with the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside, Jones. He dishes it to Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Here's White. Grizzlies making the shot. Poeltl trying to get open. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from White. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. He feeds it to Clark. Count it. Clark's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Pass to Poeltl. White down low. Another one falls for San Antonio. And so here's Memphis. Here's Melton. They get a hand on it. Clark dishes to Anderson. And the layup's good off the glass. Anderson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
With the long frame and adequate strength. I mean, Anderson, he one-ups the defender on that shot.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Valanciunas is checked in for the Grizzlies. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Poeltl. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for Derek White. Here's Gutteridge. Back to Jones. 3-pointer. Here's Valanciunas. Clark with a wide open look. And another miss by Memphis. Spurs trail by 4. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Trey Lyles checked in for Rudy Gay. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Got a piece of it. Morant with the steal. The tray. Shot clock reset for Memphis. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Here's Murray. And he drops it in from the low post.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Valanciunas passes to Morant. Down low. Brooks kicks to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
Walker against Brooks. And the dunk by Walker.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Morant. He's got 8, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Now, that is why Morant was second overall in 2019. Ja's ability to move the ball creates hoops for others.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Aldridge, the pass to Lyles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Murray, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Memphis leading. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Memphis moving that ball around. Left side Jackson. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. A nice shot by Winslow.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
On the wing, DeRozan. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then there's Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in a 2-guard. Morant finds Brooks. Back to Morant. Count the basket. Morant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Count that one. DeRozan's got 10 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Murray outside. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Stolen by Winslow. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Murray kicks to Lyles. Back to Murray. Out to the right wing. Here's Aldridge. And the rejection by Jackson. Winslow against DeRozan. Winslow's shot is off. Spurs trail by 6. There's the lob to Aldridge. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Murray, good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant outside. 1:52 left to play in the third. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. DeRozan against Winslow. It's DeRozan.
Oh, wow. And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Out left of the wing. Pass to Winslow. Here's Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Lyles.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Here's Melton. To the middle. Clark finds Anderson. Just 5 to shoot.
Oh, the reach of Gay is what helps annoy shooters. Once they see him enter their peripheral, it changes the direction of the shot.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pushing it up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Shots good by Mills.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. To the paint. The kick out to Anderson. Over Gay. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Anderson's got his second bucket.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
To the inside. Here's Pirtle. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Astonishing body control by Pirtle, just taking the hit head on and finishing through it all.
The pass to Melton. 1 second left. Off target. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Gutterich in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. There's the dish to Clark. Inside. 6 to shoot. No good that time. And the Spurs going the other way now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up, which in turn get his teammates going as well.
And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. White inside. Kicks it out to Gay. Mills looking it over. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
White drives in. Can't get it to fall. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Anderson finds Clark. Over to the wing. Here's Melton. The three-pointer off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pirtle trying to get open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the board.
Here's Melton. White covering. It's Jones on the wing. Passes it to Melton. Lets it go. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Spurs have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6, so they take the lead. And the Spurs lead by 1.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, Jones. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
White makes it off the glass. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Melton passes to Anderson. Here's Melton. Memphis moving it around. Jones drives in. It's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
But it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Pass to Bellinelli. Here's Pirtle. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Anderson passes to Jones. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now it's a 3-point Memphis lead. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
In these types of situations, this team turns to Pirtle. He is more than ready for any challenge that comes his way.
To the inside. Clark trying to get open. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Morant dishes to Clark. White against Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
On deep. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some